Former Prime Minister Helen Clark has fired back at Sir Ray Avery in their escalating dispute over a planned charity concert at Eden Park in Auckland. Sir Ray Avery wants the Live Aid-style concert to be held next Waitangi Day to raise money to create life pod incubators for premature babies in developing countries. The pharmaceutical scientist and inventor says that would save children's lives. But Helen Clark, who lives about 400 metres from the stadium, has made a submission opposing the event. Why? I asked her.
Firstly, there's never been concerts at Eden Park. It's not a permitted activity. It is a sports venue, and over the years the residents have accepted new things around the sports. For example, the stadium was enhanced for the World Cup. There's the night games with the big lights and so on. But the red line has always been drawn at concerts. There's been around 5 previous attempts to get permission for concerts, including an Eden Park Trust submission to the Unitary Plan, which wanted 50 night events, which included concerts. So there's a real history to this. And under the RMA, of course, the residents have rights to say, please uphold the conditions that we have around the use of the park. We're happy with the way it is at the moment, but you're going over a red line here.
But where Sir Ray Avery, former New Zealander of the Year, is really taking this fight to you is that this concert is for charity. It's about saving babies.
This is why I've described it as a Trojan horse application, because Eden Park Trust has not been successful with previous attempts to get concerts at the park. There is no need for such a concert to be held at Eden Park. You have Mount Smart, not a great distance away, a well-known concert venue in Auckland, and it could be held there without problems. But there is, I think, this sort of hidden reason behind it being so enthusiastically embraced by the Eden Park Trust.
Right, so you're saying that whilst this might be for a very good cause, and clearly it is, it would become a precedent.
That's correct. It becomes a precedent for concerts which have not been a permitted activity in the past. And once you set that precedent, well, who knows where it goes. There's also, John, if you explore further, on the table still the idea of a central business district stadium. Now, you've got North Harbour, you've got Mount Smart, there's Eden Park, and maybe CBD. Downtown Auckland, where there's obviously good access from all transport routes in. Now, that's probably the long-term ideal, but if Eden Park managed to get its business case up for concerts, then you'll never see that ideal of a CBD stadium realised. So there's quite a lot in behind what looks like an innocuous application.
I've been doing investigative research on Twitter, that font of all journalistic knowledge, of course, and people are saying you're being mean.
Well, there's a particular type of troll on those sites, isn't there, which pretty much falls into line with the rather bullying approach that Mr. Avery has adopted. Now, you know, he's probably picked the wrong person to try to bully on directly attacking me. But I guess my point is that how does this make the ordinary citizen around Eden Park feel that if you put your head up and oppose something that a prominent New Zealander wants, that you're going to be savaged in the media and called all sorts of things, as I am. Now, I've got broad shoulders, but this is obviously meant to be intimidating to others who might want to exercise their rights as local residents, and that's not on. People have rights under the Resource Management Act.
Helen Clark talking about Eden Park.